So our opponent has kept 7, is going first, but this seems really good acceleration-wise. There just isn't a payoff, and so that's where I guess draw 2 cards. I'm gonna keep it. We have a lot of options to draw sound. We have 4 packs, 4 titans directly. Trying not to let baubles inform me that. Okay, so we're gonna shadow this time. This is what we were expecting the first time. Did they keep it? No, no. Okay. Wow, they're paying down really hard this turn. So if we get Thoughtseize. So if he goes for a Fatal Push, yeah, it's fine. If he doesn't, then we'll get to run out a bunch more lands. 13, Fatal Push. Yeah, expected. Don't think he would, again, going back to our Grazer discussion, which 100% seems to be wrong, based, or for the Magic Online League meta, based on both our chat with our first opponent and you just can get like Traverse. Okay. So our opponent has a 2/2 Shadow. We still have no payoff, which is not encouraging. And now we lose our Azusa, so that's exciting. So Shadow is now outgrown a Titan. And we're dead in 3 turns at this rate. He cannot. Okay, there we go. Wow. Okay. That was a pretty solid draw for our opponent. Yeah. So we will take that loss. Alright, so versus Death Shadow. Explosive seems very good. Obstinate Baloth seems fine. Force of Vigor doesn't seem like it matters too much. Beast Within, maybe. I like Dismember if we can catch it early enough. Again, Pact of Negation doesn't seem like. So we're seeing 7 cards. So Thoughtseize. I don't think they ever take an Explorer, but this is the Jund version, so Cavern doesn't really matter. But Jukabog does matter. We just cut our stirrings and have to like draw to a better hand. Cut 2 Explorers. And just say we're going to be more reactive. The only other things I could cut would be lands of some kind, or I could get some number of Dryads. But I think we like this form. So let's try it. So we have Amulet, Dismember, Titan, Sunway's Pact. Okay. I'm fine keeping this. This is not a bounce land, so our Amulet is kind of bad right now, but we've got 2 turns until it matters. got redundant Titans off Summoner's Pact. So all we need to do is make sure that we play out this Amulet. Now our hand is basically Thoughtseize proof. You can take the Dismember, but that's it. Based on our game 1, and my understanding of Jund Death Shadow in general, our opponent's just going to try and get Death Shadow as fast as possible. So Bauble's a redraw. So all that happened, and he's still at 7. I would not like to pay 2 life. So we can just relax. Fetch in my main phase. So even though we got a land, the hand isn't really panning out at the moment. Sure. Thank you. I don't even think we play the Azusa because then it reveals we can't do anything with her. And then, I mean, I guess it reveals we have no more lands, but it sets us up for a good turn later. So yeah, I guess we'll play her out. And if he's got removal, he's got removal. Another land we were considering playing would have been Zagoth Triome. Or not, maybe not Zagoth. The Inquisition of Kozilek. So that takes a Pact or Dismember. Drawing Castle here is a Titan. Drawing Bounce Land is not a Titan. So we lost our Amulet, we lost our Dismember. Tarmogoyf. That's not that scary. Triad's a good card. So since I don't need multiple land drops at any point right now, do I jump this? I don't think I do. Not this turn at least. 5 damage is a lot, but it's also only 5. Yep. Gonna grab another shadow. Alright, so this is where we want to hit our land so that we can get Field of the Dead. For reference, this would be a great hand to go Castle Garenbrig. We throw everything into our Titan, get Field of the Dead, Valakut. Hey! Cool. Thank you, game. Just as we asked for. Yep. So we're going to get Fielded Valakut. And I guess we'll just kill the Goyf. So now we need to worry about Temur Battle Rage just blowing us out. So reasonably, he swings with both. So if he has Battle Rage, that would make us take 15 if we're not blocking. Let's assume he has Battle Rage plus Dismember. I don't know if we can win if he has that, because that would make him be effectively swinging for 18 plus 27, and we could only throw 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 in front of it. So that'd be 16 damage. Yeah, so if he has Battle Rage Dismember, we lose. We can play around one Battle Rage just by blocking like this. So this forces him to have some kind of trample effect just to get damage through. He does not. Which means we win in combat. Or I can just do this. Alright, so now we go to game 3. Alright, so we're against Jun Shadow. Did we see cards that we cared about? We really didn't ever want to Pact for a Balos, which sort of makes me want to reconsider that, but did we see anything that we would have wanted in the meantime? I guess we could Aether Guess the Tarmogoyf, or the Traverse. So maybe we want this over a Baloth. Cheaper interaction especially would be good. We're unlikely to catch it with just the Baloth in our hand for discard and be happy with the state we're in, so. I still like the Baloth. I definitely like the Engineered Explosives, and I want to keep getting those. So let's try this variation. If it works, great. If it doesn't work, then we'll take the punishment for. I think it's more dependent on what hand we keep rather than that specific card. All right. Okay, I have to keep this. If he doesn't Thoughtseize me, Inquisition. Because I have double Amulet, this is fine. So he actually has to take the Dryad. He took an Amulet. Okay. He could play Kolgon's Command, but I'm 100% just running out this Amulet because Kolgon's Command won't be for another turn, couple turns. Okay, so now he's gonna take the Dryad. Yeah, it makes sense. So we have a Titan. So now if he doesn't kill the scout immediately, or rather I guess not immediately. Okay, so this is looking like it's going to be Kulgan's command. Destroy target artifact, 2 damage to a creature. Oh no, Death Shadow. Cool. And Goyf. Awesome. Alright, cool. So he has no interaction. So we're free to sequence this however we want. Pick that up, make our land drop for the turn. We'll pick up the castle. Cast Primeval Titan. Use Titan's ability. The question is, do we want to swing right now? Or do we just want to set ourselves up? I think we do want to swing. Because we can just kill him if he doesn't block, right? Cool. So yeah, we'll force him to make this decision. So we'll grab Slayer Stronghold and Boros Garrison. We'll pick the Stronghold up. And then we'll go to combat. Swing. So I think we actually want to pick the Growth Chamber up so that we can get double blue next turn. So let's see, Sanctuary plus Booster, Gruul Turf. We can also do it with let's do Vesuva and Crumbling Vestige. So Vesuva enters as a Boros Garrison. Go red. And then we pick up Vesuva. Alright, and make him figure out blocking. Okay, how does this work in Double Strike? If I assign 6... Cool, I win. Exactsies. So, for those of you who don't know Death Shadow math, basically, whenever he loses life, the shadow gets bigger. So if it was a 3/3, if I assign 3 damage on our attack, then 5 damage tramples through, the shadow actually grows to an 8/8, and I'm not actually able to kill it. I'm pretty sure, I don't know this 100%, and I didn't feel like testing it where I could potentially lose, but if I assigned, 3 damage, 5 damage goes through, my opponent goes to 5, the shadow grows to an 8/8, then on normal combat where I still have 8 more damage to assign, I'd have to assign 5 damage to the shadow at least, and then if only 3 goes through, my opponent goes to 2, and then the shadow still lives because now the shadow is an 11/11. But by, in our first strike damage, paying 6, that ensures that our opponent only takes 2, the shadow grows to 5/5 but has 6 damage assigned on it, dies, and then in normal damage, when our opponent is at 8, we have 8 trample damage coming through. So he would have had to have blocked with the Goyf as well, which would have worked out poorly for him because I could have done that exact same thing and then just assigned 6 damage onto the Goyf. So our opponent would have been at 6, had no creatures, while I still have my Titan and this setup. So, yeah, our opponent didn't have it because we went for the double strike, but cool stuff. All right. So, with that, our start is officially better than our entire previous league, even if we lost our next 2 rounds. So that's exciting.